like they are doing something very horrible. No,
Hey,
I have to speak to
you! What are you doing?
Sir, in room number 123 there is a guest, sir. Sir, I looked up his name. His name is Mr. Skarner. Sir, I heard him saying horrible things like sir, detonator and remote control and making some trouble. Sir, somehow I feel they are going for something very dangerous, sir.
Mr. Skarner?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Skarner is one of the regular guests at this hotel. I know him personally. He represents a large organization in Europe. I told you right at the beginning to show more respect to our foreign guests than to Indians.
Sir, but...
They pay us much more and are far more useful to this country.
Sir, I'm saying you, sir. I heard him say detonator and remote control and sir.
Detonate.
Yes, sir.
Detonate?
Yes, sir.
Date tonight. That is taking a girl for a date. Yes, that's what he must have said.
No, sir, no, sir, please, sir.
If you bring his issue one more time, I will take serious action. Sir. In fact, I will tell Mr. Srinivasan that you are utterly incompetent, a liar, and harassing others. Sir, and we see to it that you are fired long before the end of your professional career.
One minute, sir. Please listen.
Get back to work.
Sir. Sir, please, sir.
Get back to work!
Sir,
Our bloody Indian team have run away. They do not want to cooperate. Those bastards. They say the target is too sacred. Yeah, I have an alternative plan. Instead of going into the temple, we will create enough trouble outside the temple, where the crowd is large and waiting to enter their so-called auspicious day. I can do it. I said I can do it. With a couple of our men from the embassy. Nobody will suspect a thing. We are all white. The effect will be the same, if not better. I will detonate the device myself, and you will get a coded signal as to when it will happen. Don't worry, I'm on the scrambler. I said I'm on the scrambler. But I had to talk to you. Nobody will trace this call. Look, everything will be arranged. I will be closest to the crowd. On Tuesday, you must get inside the Siddhivinayak temple and create a stop. I'm expecting at least 20,000 people, maybe more. I will be standing near the shops with the detonator in my hand. And the other three will also be in their positions. This is to create the maximum effect where I will be standing like a tourist taking photographs. In fact, my device is incorporated in my camera. Therefore, I will look completely innocent like an ordinary tourist taking photographs.
Very clever.
As we will be on the periphery of the crowd and the explosion takes place outside, we must walk back towards our getaway. Remember, to walk very calmly, as if we are getting away from the fair. Once the job is done, you can come back with me to the hotel, and the others can slip away into the crowd. I will make sure that there is a transfer of $1 million into your account, which I have maintained especially for you in Switzerland. How do you like that?
Very much, sir. After this, I will take my family and come to your country, as you have promised. I feel sorry for those other Indian foolish people who did not agree with you. But I am totally behind you. I can even take the device inside.
No! How can you do that? As it is very late to even reorganize our plans. Okay. I will meet you at 9 o'clock where we have decided, and the others will be in their position. You must dress like an Indian devotee.
Like dhoti kurta.
Whatever. I do not care. This is to create the maximum effect among the office crowd and the Indian devotees. I feel at least 50,000 will be finished. Come on. Let me introduce you to the other team members. Come.
Sure, sir.
Hello, Shanti, Ali here.
Ali?
Shanti, listen to me. I'm in the hotel room right now and I've heard very terrible news, Shanti. There is a guest over here, but they are not guests. They are going to bomb the Siddhivinayak temple on Tuesday.
What?
Yes.
Bomb Siddhivinayak temple?
I swear, Shanti, I heard, but nobody is believing me. I spoke to James, sir. He's calling me liar, Shanti.
Ali, where are you right now?
Shanti, I'm in the hotel room. They are gone. I have to stop them, Shanti. We have to tell someone. Hello?
Ali, listen to me. What are you doing there? Don't stay there, Ali, please.
Don't.
Just go.
But Shanti, we have to stop them, Shanti. They are going to do it tomorrow. Hello?
Yeah. Okay, there's someone we can talk to, Ali. But you don't stay there. We'll talk to somebody.
Oh, okay.
That means the value has gone down by 4%. Alright, what I'll do is I'll make these changes and I'll email you the portfolio. Yes, the new one. Yes, I'll do that right away. Thanks, bye.
Suresh, you and Madhvi work far too hard. You never take rest or time out for holidays. You both leave at 8 in the morning, come back at 8 at night. And on Sundays you go to the mall like it is some sort of temple and you come back with loads of shopping. What sort of life is this? This little kid, he's going crazy. He thinks about cricket all the time. He's not doing his schoolwork properly.
Oh, Gopi, stop criticizing them. Let them have some peace.
You know what, Dad? Times have changed. I work for a bank and Madhavi works for a multinational company. Our loyalties have to be towards the companies that we work for. After all, they pay us such a lot of money. It's with that money that we have bought this expensive flat and all the other properties that we have in Mumbai. And what if Avinash plays a little bit of cricket, Dad?
Daddy, cat.
Even I used to play cricket when I was in school.
Suresh, you know you were never that good at playing cricket. Daddy was so much better. After all, don't forget he was the opening bowler of the Mumbai Ranji team and his university. And he's right, this boy is really getting out of hand. Look, can't even have dinner with us.
Avinash.
Off to watch his cricket on television. What is this great cricket? I don't understand. It's all about money now. Promoting branded goods that I don't need and nor does the rest of India. I mean, why does India need to buy French champagne or perfumes or fashion from Europe when our own saris are more than adequate to wear to work and in fact are much more elegant? I never wear skirts to work,
Stop it, Madhvi. You work for a multinational company, for God's sake. All of your colleagues wear skirts to work. So don't lecture me on ethics and patriotism, okay?
Yes, but I work for a multinational pharmaceutical company that makes life-saving drugs. For example, a multi-drug treatment for tuberculosis, of which at least 2 million people die of every year in India. These are all very poor people at the lowest end of the social spectrum. Rickshaw pullers, sweepers, and those who live in the slums. These people are so poor, they don't even have the money to buy food. And that's why they get tuberculosis. They don't have the money to go to malls and buy perfumes. Daddy is right. We are turning into a sick consumerist society, losing all our values.
Well, if you really feel that way, then don't bother to come shopping with me again. Simple.
You know, Suresh, sometimes I feel that Madhavi is more my daughter than you are my son. Since you have done this MBA from the top business school, it seems you think only fashion shows and branding is all that matters. You have become an uncaring capitalist in a society like ours. This society that's split into so many classes, castes and religions. The urban pseudo-upper classes, the upper middle classes and the aspirational middle classes. And they all are pursuing ads and images as if they have any reality at all. Somebody doesn't become a better human being by driving big imported car or by giving birthday parties to 10,000 people, spending crores of rupees when people are still dying of starvation. We have taken the worst values of the West and not the better ones as charity to the poor.
Good, Dad.
Somehow I wish you would have studied abroad You would have lived a less westernized had you studied abroad and seen their shallow lifestyles today. In parts of England, you cannot walk in the street because drunken women are lying there half dressed. I'm really proud. I have a daughter-in-law like Madhvi. Here, she's an MBA from Harvard, but she came back to live in India and she follows our traditional values.
Gopi, I think you have nothing better to do than criticize poor Suresh. Really works so hard during the day. Ever since you retired, you have become so irritable and critical. See, everybody has to keep up with the times.
Exactly. No, Gauri, I don't think you will ever understand how sad I am. I'm sad that this descendant of Maharshi Karve, Iravati Karve, he supports the kind of westernization that is taking place in India today. At least Gopal Krishna Gokhale can be proud that his great-great-grandniece Madhavi, here, she is as nationalistic as he was. Actually, a very good friend of mine in Paris once called the upper middle class Indians by the French word déraciner, meaning people separated from their roots, their heritage, their Purana. Déraciner.
But Daddy, France, Italy, Holland, Sweden, they're all very bad now. People and even governments have become much more racist. And the French banning the Islamic burqa was a big shock to me. I think that whatever a woman chooses to wear is her prerogative. That if a woman chooses to wear a modest hijab or a burqa, that is so much better in my opinion than these Western women who lie half-dressed. And then they complain when a man looks at them. You know, Daddy, what really annoys me is these Western religious leaders preaching at us to be secular, whereas they themselves openly and subtly attack Islam and even encourage attacks against some Muslim people who are suffering all over Europe now. You know, one such leader recently had the audacity to say that Europe must have never become secular. And then the next year they warned that India must retain its secularism. The implication seemed to me that neither Hindus nor Muslims should pray to their own gods, and that we must all be secular with the onslaught of westernization, whereas Europe must be protected from Eastern mysticism and Islamization.
That is very true. I am really sick of our psychophancy towards fair skin. 300 years of colonization have left us with a deep inferiority towards white color. We almost want to genetically change to the extent that people are looking for IVF treatments and Western donors. How pathetic. We can forget our bitter fight against colonial rule and still carry on its legacy. Do you think the rescue of minors in Chile would have ever been possible in India here with corrupt politicians and lack of respect for Indian lives?